Hi, kids. So, oh God, Trump's big, beautiful bill passed through the Senate. I have a small, underwhelming, disappointing cock, and I don't want anyone to know it, bill got through the Senate and is now on its way, as I speak, on its way to the House. So it's a big day for House Majority Leader Mike. I'm completely heterosexual and I've never thought about dick once in my life. Not ever, never, not once. Johnson. So yeah, we'll see how it does in the House. God. And then these people. I'm so sick of billionaires. I'm so sick of like billionaire culture. And just billionaire people and tech bros and these fucking dicks hoarding all the money and wanting like all the shit they think they're entitled to. Just, they're making everyone suffer because they're not interesting and they suck in bed and they have no rhythm and they can't tell a joke. Like, this is why, because people didn't think you were funny, because you got laughed at in bed, and you could only get laid by paying for it. Like, these are the people we're dealing with. Jesus. And like, and the women who had no other option other than to hook up with a rich dude. Like, that was their best option. Fuck. Like, this is where we are. And then this morning, Diddy, I'm going to get this wrong, but so the verdict was in, and he's not guilty, acquitted of the racketeering charge and what was the other one? Trafficking, but guilty of some prostitution charge. So he's gonna do time, but it's not life, because the trafficking and the kidnapping and all that charge would have brought a heavier sentence. So he's acquitted of the big stuff, but he's guilty of the smaller charges. It's not nothing, mind you. He's still a dirtbag, and he's gonna get butt raped in the jail. But yeah. Anyway, that's the update, kids. And then, I got to get some stuff done today. I'm going to do a little house cleaning. I might take a little, just sort of like, this is the time. This is why I don't know about you guys, but this is why I need movies more than ever. I need today to go, like, take a break, take an air conditioning, no humidity, like, Diet Coke break, and go watch something like fucking Jurassic Universe or whatever one we're on. That's what I need today. So let me take some oh God, can we stop it with the tourism? The helicopter tourism. Look at this shit. Speaking of rich people and how much I hate them, look at that. This is some asshole. Anyway. So who's got a question? And then I'm going to move on. I'm going to go over to Instagram because I'm going to say hi to that crowd. Grab the camera for a Lamar edit. I don't know what that means. Howdy. Hi. And thank you guys, by the way, for your support. Sometimes people drop money in the jar here, which is very helpful. Keeps it all going. Yes, this is depressing. But you know something? I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. I don't know if this bill's going to pass. Maybe it will. Maybe. Look at this asshole in the helicopter. Let's take a helicopter riding in a tourism route. Yay! Ugh. Look at this asshole. Jesus, because your life is so boring that you need to do... Okay. Wow. Ever go to the Film Forum? Yeah, it's great. Down on Houston Street. How's the weather in NYC currently? Cloudy. Not too hot, but extremely humid. So that's why it's, even though it's not even 80, I might turn on the AC just because the humidity is kind of unbearable. What has been the best film so far this year? I would say Sinners. Good question. Can I grab the camera for a Lamar edit? What the fuck does that mean? Hella cocksucker. Yeah, Sinners, I would say, has been my pick for the best movie of the year so far. Lenore, are you having salad, girl? What you doing? Oh no, you're sniffing. Sinners. Yeah. There have been some, like, what I'm trying to think what stands out to me as I sit here right now. 28 years later was better than I thought it would be. Danny Boyle is a great director. I loved 28 Years Later. What just came out that I enjoyed? Oh, F1. You know, great summer hit. Big dick movie. Really good big dick movie. Let's see, did I chat with Hillary at the book thing? Very briefly. It was little more than a hello and a very nice to meet you and thank you for coming, that kind of thing. Like, it was like that. You're a great dad, I'm assuming. If I had kids, do I speak Vietnamese? No. Your voice is great. You should do audiobooks. Thank you. Plans for the 4th. I'm going to Long Island. I'm going into Jaws country. Well, no, that's literally Martha's Vineyard. That's Massachusetts. I'm going to Long Island. Although, Jaws takes place on Long Island. In the movie, Amity Island. But in the book, the novel Jaws, Amity is not an island. It's part of Long Island, like Montauk. Am I married? No. Am I German? Partly. Did I like The Phoenician Scheme? Very much. One of the year's best. I've talked about this. We've had really good, I got about 2.5 minutes left here. We've had really good not just summer. We've had really good releases this year. This has been a great year at the movies. It's, you know, I hope more people go to the movies. I listened to this, this podcast yesterday. I listened to The Town with Matt Bellany, who seems to, like, I don't know if it's his hearing or what, but he yells. All right, this is the call sheet, like yelling, like, Matt, shh. Quiet. Is the volume off on your headphones? Why are you yelling? But he had on Jason Blum, who created Blumhouse, who is known, Blumhouse is the studio known for really good horror films. And Blumhouse did Megan, and this summer Megan 2.0, and 2.0 is a bomb. And Jason Blum is talking about why, like, why it's not like why it bombed. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's just, if it's not a good movie, it's not a good movie. Like, you got to get down to the creatives, and that starts with the writers and the story. And if it's not a good story, you're fucked. It is all story. It's why we love Jaws. The shark didn't fucking work, but we still love Jaws. You know what I mean? So it's story. And that was a great story. Carl Gottlieb, great screenwriting. 100%. With really good collaborative additions by Robert Shaw, who did the famous SS Indianapolis speech, right? But Megan 2.0, blame the market, blame all this shit and data, and if the movie sucks, the movie sucks. You got to have a good story. It starts with the script. And then, you know, everything comes from there. I've been riding my Brompton around. Yeah. Did I talk about the Barbara Walters documentary? I think I talked about it. I loved it. The only thing I didn't like, why is Andy Cohen in it? Everybody else made sense. Oprah, Cynthia McFadden, Katie Couric, Bob Iger, who's my, number one corporate crush. He's just like such a handsome man. But Andy Cohen, why was he in that movie? I don't get it. But other than Andy Cohen, fine. Not fine, great. Like, it's a really, the Barbara Walters documentary is very good. I highly recommend it. It was my movie of the night last night. It's streaming on Hulu. Job well done. The writer, producer, or director, producer is Jackie something, I think, because of the J. Great work. Let's see. Where am I having lunch today? Probably just at home. I've been really enjoying lunch. I've been enjoying Siggy's. I'm trying to cut down on the sugar and the processed foods, although I'm been using Siggy's plant-based yogurt because I'm trying to not use so much animal product. Siggy's plant-based yogurt, vanilla, delicious. 13 grams of protein per serving. That's excellent for protein. So Siggy's, and it's delicious. You got to whip it a little bit, gets a little creamier, because it's got the consistency of Fage, like 0% fat. Like, it's very thick, so you can whip it a little bit and it gets a little better. So Siggy's, Familia muesli cereal in there, raisins, blueberries, bananas, and honey, although I'm out of honey, chia seeds, and that is breakfast, sometimes lunch. Yeah. Dragonfly. Is it coconut? Yes, it is coconut milk based. Am I still making oatmeal in the morning? Not when it's this hot. I'm trying not to have so much dairy. I've been watching And Just Like That. I got about halfway through the first episode of the season and I stopped there. Steven, honey, I wish you were here. We would have so much fun. So, Steven, I went to this new restaurant on the Upper West Side in your old neighborhood. My old neighborhood had just opened a couple months ago. It's called Florentine. I went with a fellow sober friend. It's called Florentine. It's on the northwest corner of 83rd and Amsterdam. Florentine Bistro. And it was delicious. Yeah. I've eaten there before. I sat at the bar. But last night, Lawrence and I sat at a table, lovely table, and met the owner. His name was Udi, UDI, and then our server was this lovely young woman named Lindsay. She was fantastic. So we had a really good meal. Do I cook much? Not really. I've surrendered. I mean, I know how to do some things, but I've never seen one human make oatmeal look so damn good before in my life as I did. Thank you, Meg. I do like oatmeal. The kid chef is, yeah, you're going timeout because you're annoying. Blessed be the fruit. Oh, God. So, yeah, just to recap before I jump over to Instagram, Trump's small dick, small, unimpressive, disappointing cock bill passed the Senate and is going to the House. And as I said earlier, it is a big day for House Majority Leader Mike. I'm definitely not gay. No, I've never thought about cock once in my life. Never. Johnson. Big day for him. That pillar of virility. And we'll see. Anyway, I love you guys. We'll talk soon.